Hello everyone, what's going on? It's me, Rommie Lee, back with another episode of The Greatest Eternity Chronicles. So, I've been enjoying... darn it, I always mean to do this better. Forgive me, it's me, you should know me by now. I'm joined here by Wolfgar and Purdy, they're both sleeping. But... it's been different focusing on one series, but I don't know. All that matters is that I'm having fun. So, to the answer of this question, the owner of the koban that was found underneath the beefsteak, was it Yujin Mikotoba? Was it John H. Wilson? Or was it C. Curio Kurakuda? Obviously, if you've been paying attention, we know the answer. So let's get on with it. Let's get on with it then. Take that, fiend. I wonder if this will be the last episode of this case. Obviously, it can only be the antiques dealer and owner of Rasute, Curio Kurakuda. I keep wanting to say Kurateka. Kurakuda-san. I like how his name is Curio. Like, you know, a curio. A Curie? As in Mr. Cucumber something? Honestly, these ridiculous Japanese names are quite unfathomable.
Ah, yes. The old man who testified earlier alongside the military sergeant, correct?
Yes, Your Excellency. The very same. I remember him saying that he was up to something with his koban coin when it happened. At exactly the moment the gun was fired.
The gunshot interested me not. I was far too busy on the floor.
Too busy on the floor? Sorry, what were you doing?
I was eating food that had fallen from the table. I wasn't doing that. Hunting for treasure. Indeed, the Hoei era koban, my prize coin. Then this Hoei era koban, do you mean to tell me?
That could be anyone's koban. No, please. Why would Kurakuda-san's koban be sandwiched between the victim's beefsteak and its plate? It makes no sense. Which is why I'm asking to bring Kurakuda-san back to the witness stand so we can ask him.
Officer, bring both witnesses that testified earlier back in here at once, without a moment's delay.
I can't believe we've come back round to that pair again. But I have a hunch, a strong hunch, that if we chase down the real significance of this koban, we'll find that it's a key element in the case. Yeah. Hey Wolfgar, are you a fat boy? This is getting out of hand. Is the witness stand expanding? What's this all about? Why have I been called up again? Don't you realize that it's dinner time for little baby Ido? When my son's belly is empty, he's fiercer than a pack of wolves.
Exploited by the police we were. Like miserable dogs forced to bear false witness. And when cast in this courtroom, myself, I became a ruined man in trice, a worthless withered antique. Nothing more have I to say. The sun has set on this Rasute shop owner's existence.
Be that as it may, Kurakuda-san,
something has come to light that requires your clarification. As far as your Rasute memory serves,
oh God. Look at the baby's face. He's like, Dad, your foot.
That's it. Yes, that's it. The very exact one that it is. The resplendent, splendiferous Hoei treasure that my rusty bones managed to misplace that fateful day.
It can't be. As I thought.
Young man, enlighten this decrepit old fool. Put me out of my misery. Where was my treasure? Where was it dropped?
Oh, I'm not sure if it was dropped anywhere. We found your coin sandwiched between a beefsteak and its plate, soaking in the seasoned meat's juices.
Sandwiched? Seriously?
Clearly, it couldn't have fallen there by accident, which means somebody must have hidden it there on purpose.
Somebody concealed my Hoei treasure between a slab of meat and a metal plate? Who would do such a thing? Such an unconscionable thing?
Well, that's what we're here to talk about. Someone say something! Allow me then. Excuse me. Could I say something? Yes, of course.
Proceed, Inspector Hosanaga.
Oh, now Squeaks has joined the fray. Hey, Squeakies. I mentioned this earlier on in the trial, but I was working undercover in the restaurant in order to investigate another case. Ah, yes, that's right. The secret undercover operation. The Carnival is a high-class Western cuisine restaurant. It attracts wealthy diners, including many foreigners. Recently, there have been a run of similarly executed thefts targeting the restaurant's rich clientele. A number of such incidents have been reported in the police to the police bureau.
Wicked crimes indeed.
We wanted to nip the case in the bud quickly, especially with so many foreigners being affected. So that's why you were sent in undercover, is it? Yes. I took on the job of a waiter at the restaurant in order to flesh out the criminal. It seems likely that this koban incident is the work of the same thief. So unbeknownst to us, there was a master thief at work in the restaurant on a regular basis. The place was already the scene of several crimes, it seems. I don't know about the master thief part, but the identity of the person who stole and hid Kurakuda-san's koban is all too clear. What?
Word? I think the court would like to hear the defense's view on this matter. Tell us, who is the despicable scoundrel that stole Kurakuda-san's koban and hid it under the stake?
It was Susato. No. Oh dear. It wouldn't have been the baby. Like I wanted to say it was the baby because you know how babies are. Oh, he's only 38. He looked a lot older. Oh boy. Hold on, I'm trying to think. Would it have been Brett? I'm gonna go with Iesa, or maybe it'll point to his baby doing it. I don't know. But he was the other one in close proximity. Check that. Yeah. Obviously. It could only be you. Sergeant Iesa Nosa. Oh, I get it. Like, yes sir, no, wait, maybe... Is that the pun in his name? Like, yes sir, no sir? What? How? How dare you? You monster! Monster? I stole that koban, did I? I'm the master thief of the Carnival, am I? You're seriously accusing me of these crimes, cadet? But it wasn't me. It was... okay, it was the... I knew it was you. It was... wow, he sold out his kids super quick. Ida was the mastermind behind all this. Someone say something! You would push the blame for your crimes on your own son, an innocent little baby? Well, babies love playing with shiny things. It's you who's the monster, Sergeant Nosa. Oh dear. What the heck? Oh. Upon Imperial Army, Sergeant Ayesa Nosa, prepare to stand down with the Supreme Court, sir. Did we win? Do any of you know of the extraordinarily low wages the Nippon Imperial Army pays those it expects to keep our country safe? I understand that the temporary increase in taxation owing to the recently ended conflicts remain in place. And I have heard it's hard for lower-ranking soldiers to make a living, yes. All I want is to put a hot meal on the table for my son. That's why you were stealing things at the restaurant. The place is heaving with money. Every 3 days, I'd go there and do reconnaissance for a target. And I enjoy chopping my way through a good steak at the same time. How could you afford the steak? Sounds like he doesn't bother with a knife and fork even, which is morally believable. And your target that day was the old man and his koban. Yes, sir. He was an easy mark. I slipped the coin into my pocket without any trouble at all.
Time to die, bitch. A veritable phantom thief you are.
I was all set to leave the steak I was halfway through devouring when it happened. Yes, when the professor was shot. I knew that if the police conducted a search and found the coin in my pocket, I'd be finished. I'd do too. So I hid the incriminating evidence as fast as I could on the double. I slipped it under the steak, hoping that I'd be able to rendezvous with it again at a later date. Dear. There's so much silence in this game. I'm gonna say that's Brett. This is ridiculous. Perhaps you could carry on with this absurd prattling in your own time. Well, Miss Brett. Oh, of course, dear lady, of course. How rude of us. I'm quite sure there's no need to detain you any longer at all. May the esteemed gentlewoman please be excused, Your Excellency.
Not so fast. Indeed. The theft of the koban was clearly perpetrated by this baby-saddled sergeant. It would certainly appear to be unrelated to the Dr. Wilson's murder.
Of course it is. Hiding a coin under a lump of meat. The sheer nonsense of such an idea astounds me. Nonsense, is it? Well, oof. Stupid phone, I'm being called by someone in Florida. I'm not answering that. And as for picking up your steak and biting into it without using a knife and fork, it's beyond nonsense. It's pure madness.
Very well. Now that all questions concerning this witness's testimony have been answered, I see no further justification for detaining her. Miss Brett, you are free to leave.
Thank you, Your Excellency. Good luck, everyone. Pip pip cheerio and all that. And good day. But wait! Huh? I always like his turn to the screen like, what? Rinosuke, what's the matter with you? This is no time for daydreaming. Oh, no, it's just... something about Miss Brett's parting words there got me thinking. I can't quite work out what exactly, but something she said jarred with me. I feel like there was a contradiction in there somewhere. Something didn't quite add up. If that's the case, don't just stand there thinking. Make your voice heard. Sorry? You can think later, but if you don't call out now, it'll be too late. The trial will be over.
My God, he's right.
Wait, Miss Brett! Not so fast. What is it now? I'm afraid just one last time. There's something I'd like to ask you. I'd like you to explain the contradiction in your parting words from just a few moments ago. What are you talking about? What contradiction?
What new student nonsense is this?
Well, what parting words are you talking about, Ryunosuke? Oh. Yes, I'm right. What she said there exposed an undeniable contradiction.
I'm going to need to see evidence, Counsel. If Miss Brett's words truly are contradictory, where is the evidence to prove it?
Now hold on. Oh dear. I want to say that's it. There's no other prints, right? Yeah, those are all bite marks. Like, that's not cut. Oh, no, no, I don't need to see this again. No, go back. Oh dear. Bear with me for a second, everyone. I hope I'm not like... So yeah, the steak is all... I'll try turn it in the steak. Take this! Ah, yeah.
The steak that Miss Brett has been eating before the professor was killed? Yes, go on.
More accurately, Your Excellency. The steak was on the victim's table just before the professor was killed.
Now you're just splitting hairs.
Not true. Doesn't something about this steak strike you as very unnatural?
Unnatural? What on earth do you mean?
It's extremely obvious. I'm talking about the shape of the edge where it's been eaten. She's like, oh no. I see you've noticed it too, Miss Brett.
Noticed what exactly, Counsel? Quit playing these mind games with me.
Just a few moments ago, Miss Brett claimed no Englishman could even contemplate picking up a steak and biting into it without using a knife and fork.
Of course she did. She's a refined English gentlewoman herself.
Then take a good look at this steak. In particular, the edge where it's been eaten. As you can see, there are clearly defined barbaric teeth marks here. Oh. It looks like Miss Brett has realized something. So, if the witness, as she claims, wouldn't contemplate eating anything without using a knife and fork, there shouldn't be teeth marks in the steak at all.
But what is your actual point?
Perhaps the delightful Miss Brett was ravenously hungry. Uh-oh. Starting to feel flustered, Brett?
Oh, whatever you say, dear lady.
As I said, I really must be leaving now. Afternoon tea with the Minister of Justice cannot possibly wait any longer.
Of course, of course. This will all be over in the blink of an eye. Rest assured, I'm about to put this rookie in his place.
Shut up! I like how the audio... Oh!
I've heard enough! You irritating little spectacled samurai relic.
Of course. What's the matter, Miss Brett? Have we ruffled your feathers? Clearly, the witness knows what this means. She's realized the catastrophic implications these teeth marks in the stake have for her. Ryunosuke, do you know where you're going with this? No. And of course, even though I tried to unclog my nose, I'm still stuffed up. Maybe I should buy nasal decongestants. I wonder if they'd even work. Yes, now at last it's all coming together. The mysterious teeth marks in a steak that had allegedly been eaten with cutlery. The reason why the blood stain I know I saw somehow seems to have disappeared. And most importantly, the evidence that proves once and for all who shot Dr. Wilson that day. Well, this is it, everyone. I accept that these teeth marks in the steak are a little unnatural, as you put it, Counsel. But what exactly are you suggesting that tells us? Everything, Your Excellency. Everything? Yes. I believe that these barbaric teeth marks in the steak here amount to conclusive evidence in this case. Evidence that will prove beyond any doubt who shot Dr. Wilson. Conclusive evidence? How many times have I heard that today? You wouldn't know the meaning of the phrase. Typical Japanese empty threats. Racist. How can you be sure? Oh, it's quite simple. If you really had such conclusive evidence, you would have presented it to the court long ago. Actually, the evidence I'm talking about hasn't been brought before the court yet. Hasn't been? What? Explain yourself. But because it hasn't been shown yet, doesn't mean that the evidence does not exist. This is absurd! The trial has run several hours already, and you say there's evidence yet to be brought forward? There can't be. I don't believe you have it. You're lying. I don't. But there is someone who does have it. Someone in this very courtroom. Nani? And if that person is willing to submit that piece of evidence I'm referring to, it will solve every remaining mystery about this case. Very well. I have a feeling this will be my last request of the defense in this trial. Who possesses the conclusive evidence that will reveal the truth about this whole affair? Oh dear. This seems like the answer. But he's not present though, he's dead. Oh dear. I don't know. I only have 3 guesses. Well, he's the one coughing up blood, so I'm pretty sure he's ingested the poison. They don't know they have it yet. Oh jeez. I don't know what to do, everyone. I'm nervous. I want to say Sotaru. It's the judge. No. I'm gonna go with Sotaru because his coughing has to be like the last, like piece of the puzzle. I think. He has all the evidence. All right, let's go. The answer is obvious. It's Inspector Hosanaga. What? I have it? Yes. You think I've been withholding conclusive evidence? That's ridiculous. Oh jeez. Maybe I got it wrong. No, I'm not saying that. Oh, okay. I did get it right. Yay! Yay me, I'm so smart. Everyone's attention has been focused on this steak with the teeth marks. Yes. Now, early this afternoon, Sergeant Nosa told the court the following. I'd enjoy chomping my way through a good steak. and as well as admitted to stealing Kurakuda-san's coin. He told us that he slipped it under the steak. You watch it, cadet. I'm a superior officer. Sergeant Nosa, could you please confirm something for me? Was the steak that you put the coin under, in fact, your own steak? Attention! Affirmative, of course. I might be a soldier of the Imperial Nippon Army, but still. I'm not brave enough to ask a foreign gentle lady if she'd mind me manhandling her meal to hide something in it. In other words, the steak that the detective submitted as evidence earlier was in fact Sergeant Nosa's meal. That's why the blood stain wasn't there. It's the wrong evidence. But that makes no sense! The plate was taken from the victim's table. Yet the gentlewoman doesn't take bites out of her steak, nor did she have any opportunity to steal the coin. Of course I didn't steal it. To even suggest such a thing would be an affront to the entire British Empire.
Well then, how do you explain this paradox?
Exactly. Surely you're not going to suggest that the sergeant switched the two steaks over? Oh god, here we go. Will someone please just speak? Stop this silence. You did switch the plates. Well, after it happened, when I saw the civilian had been murdered right in front of my eyes like that, I panicked. As I said, I immediately lifted my steak and hid the coin underneath it. But then when the waiter announced he was an undercover policeman, I thought I'd had it. If he decided to investigate my slab of meat, that'd be it. I'd be getting my marching orders. So when the cadet here was arrested and taken off to the kitchen, I seized my chance. Go on. With military precision and timing, I switched my steak with the one on the foreign lady's table. What? You can't have. I never saw you do such a thing. It was called Operation Lightning Bolt. There was no time for strategic planning. It was do or die, I tell you. So yes, I did what had to be done. Unbelievable! However, fear not, Prosecutor-san. What now? I swear on the brass buttons of my uniform. That is all I did, sir. All you did? That's plenty, Sergeant. Oh yeah, let's get him. So, if Sergeant Nosa switched the plates over, it means he took Miss Brett's steak, and the plate it was on, back to his own table.
Yes, that follows.
Inspector Hosanaga. Yes. Earlier in this trial, you told the court this. You said that you had not only taken Miss Brett's steak after the incident, but also the sergeant's. That to preserve evidence, you had taken both. We're gonna get you. That's correct. Then please present it to the court now. That plate that was actually on the victim's table at the precise moment he was shot. Oh yeah, there's that quartered music. What could that possibly tell us now? I mean, a cold slab of tough meat. It can't have the slightest bearing on the case. No, you're not wriggling your way out of it this time, lady. I beg your pardon? Surely you're not that forgetful. Surely you remember the reason why this steak pan promised to prove such a problem for you, no? Huh, you're the ones who decided it was a problem, not me. The reason the defense asked to see that plate was to confirm something the defendant remembered seeing. Thinks he remembers? I'm quite sure of what I saw, Miss Brett. On the side of the plate that was on the table directly behind Dr. Wilson, there was a clear spattering of blood from the gunshot wound to the victim's chest. I believe the defendant's memory serves him well. And now we have the evidence to prove it. The plate you are eating from, Miss Brett.
Let us not prolong this any further. Inspector, you will show the evidence to the court. Present the beefsteak and plate that was originally on the victim's table at the time of the incident.
Yeah. Yes, sir.